All right, grade 7s, we will continue on with annotating word problems, and in this video, percent problems. All right, we're using cubes. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to make this cool. Those are the old notes. Cool flip book thing. Cool, right, guys? So I'll show you that at the end. So let's get to annotating this percent problem. The problem. Madeline received good service. She left the waitress a tip of 20%. Madeline's bill was $32.75. How much tip did the waitress receive? All right, so that's the word problem. Let's break it down. First step, circle key numbers. 20%, $32.75. Those are the only numbers. You underline the question. How much tip did the waitress receive? Box the math action words. B. All right, let's see. Math action words. Madeline received good service. She left the waitress a tip of, and of. Of is found in multiply. So we're going to box that. All right. Now the way to get really good at finding all these math action words is practice, grade 7s. Just keep practicing, trying to find all of those math action words. So just so we don't forget of, we're going to make that multiply. So we don't forget which action word it belongs to. Next in cubes is E, evaluate. Can't see that. So for this one, I could make a number line, and your previous percent notes dealt with number lines. I'm actually gonna do a picture. I'm gonna draw a picture. So grade 7s, when it comes to the evaluate, when you're trying to think of what you can do, there are lots of different options, okay? So whatever you think would be best to try and solve this problem, you do that. Now I'm thinking back, we just finished circle graphs, and I know that a whole circle is 100%. And I know that this whole circle of 100% is 32.75. Okay, so these are things that I know. All right. I know that I'm also trying to find 20% of this circle. So 20% of this circle, well, that's 25%, right? 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, 100%. So about this big is the chunk that I'm trying to find. That's 20%. I don't know how much that is, but I know it's this sector, this little part of the total. So now I'm just going to take this picture that I drew to really notice that it's less than 32.75, like it's just a little bit of it. So I'm trying to find 20% of 32.75. And I know that 20% of is 20. And 20% of, let's draw that like that, 20% of 32.75. All right, so I need to multiply, but I can't multiply it as it is. You would always need to put it into a decimal. So remember the way we do that, 20% means 20 divided by 100, and that's going to equal 0.2. So I've made that into a decimal, and I'm going to make it into a number sentence over here as part of the evaluate. Write a number sentence. I'm going to do 0.2 times 32.75. So I'm going to multiply this without decimals. If you have a calculator, just punch in 0.2 times 32.75. Get the answer. I don't have a calculator, so I'm just going to multiply as if there are no decimals. 3275 times, I'm not even look at 0.2, just going to times it by 2. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 7, 14 plus 1, 15. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, that's 5. 2 times 3, that's 6. I get that. So I multiplied without the decimal, but now I need to put the decimal back in. So let's look at the numbers and see where I should put the decimal so that it makes sense for this question. Right now, 6550, 6,550. That makes sense. The tip of way bigger than $32. Nope. So let's try this. 655 decimal 0. 655. Nope. Still doesn't make sense. Now let's try 65 decimal 50. $65. Oh, that's more than double of our original cost. Our original bill. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Let's keep going. $6.55. $6.55. Does that seem like it would be this much of the sector? Absolutely. So we've solved it. $6.55. Let's make that in black. $6.55. So let's just double check that. That's our last part of cubes. Cubes check. Check it. Checked it with that sector. It's the only decimal spot that makes sense. So yeah, $6.55 is the answer. All right, as promised, how to make your notes super cool. So if you choose, you can just print out each page individually. So for example, you could start with your decimal notes and then move on to your percent notes. Or you can glue on your percent notes on top and have it so cool. So let me show you how to do that. So this was the first day's word problem on decimals. This is the next page about percent problems. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out this right along the lines. It's not perfect. It's not a big deal. Just try. I put this one divide action word like really close to the edge. So, you know, watch that one. But other than that, if it's not perfect, don't worry too much about it. Just like that. Now, fold up on that spot right there. Just like that. I like to make like a pre-fold. And make sure you glue the right side. You're not going to glue this side. You're going to glue the back side and only on that tab. I highly suggest you use a glue stick, but you know, do what you want. Or even tape. Staple, if you have a big enough stapler. Alright, so then just line it up a little bit like that. Like, it doesn't really matter, but just make sure you don't cover up like the decimal side. Alright, make sure you glue it on there good. Now, check it out. Your percent problems you can see, and then when you have to flip back to the decimal side, you can like flip back and forth. Well, is it perfect? No, because it's kind of hard to flip back and forth, but is it cool? 100% cool, right guys? Right? So there you go. Peace out.